I'm walking around feeling free, thinking about what's happened to me from July up till now. Don't know where, don't know how.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another Bookmas video. This would be Bookmas day 6, and in this video we're going to be going through all of my, or not all, this is not all of them. These are several of my 5-star reads for 2024. These are my favorite books that I read this year, and so far it is December the 12th, and I have read 112 books. My goal was reading to 120. So these are a handful of the best that I read in 2024. So we're going to go ahead and just jump right in and start talking about my absolute favorite books this year. The first book is not a complete series. I have already pre-ordered the next book, and I cannot wait to get it. That is going to be the series of The Infatuated Fae. This is How Does It Feel and What Did You Do? I devoured this series. This series is a story about a girl who falls into the unseelie court. She's going through the forest, finds a ring of mushrooms, steps into it, and falls into the unseelie court. And when she falls, she lands on the prince. And the prince thinks she came to his world to assassinate him because she literally landed on him. And he essentially kills her. She comes back to life. And then she's stuck in his prison, and a romance unfolds. That is book 1. Book 2 continues, and it is so good. I ate these books up. I read them so fast. I tabbed this one because I liked this book so much. I knew I was going to like this one, and so I went ahead and just anticipated me liking it. I tabbed it. I underlined, and I don't underline my books very much at all. I am not a underliner person. I wrote notes. It was so good. It has a throne scene. We love throne scenes, and it was so good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. The next book I think comes out in March. Like I said, I pre-ordered it the minute it was available, and I'm very upset that this is going to be over soon because I believe it's only going to be a trilogy, which makes me sad, but this was so good. Absolutely love the Infatuated Fae series. The next series, and before I go into the next one, so I believe I rated this one 4.75 or 4.5, 4.75. This I rated 5 stars, and this is a 5-star series. I'm just, so far, book 3, in order for it not to be a 5-star series, book 3 has to be insanely disappointing. Hopefully that's not the case, but 5-star series. But this one was not 5-star. It's 4.75-ish, I think. 4.5, 4.75. But after reading the second book, 5-star series. The next series is the Mindfuck series by St. Abbey. This book is it's 5 books put together. Each book is 200 or so pages, really quick reads. This story, this was another book I just devoured. It's also on Kindle Unlimited, which makes it even better. But this story is about a female serial killer who is dating the FBI agent on the case to find her. But he doesn't know the killer is a girl or his girlfriend. And it is so good. She is so smart. She is so badass. This is another one where of the 5 books, I only rated the last book 5 stars. All the other ones were 4.5 to 4.75. They were very highly rated. The 5th book, the final book where all the shit went down, 5-star. But this is a 5-star series. All of the books rolled into the Mindfuck series is 5 stars. I love this. This is the original cover. They have since changed the cover. I have not bought the new one. I plan on buying it probably in the new year, but I will be getting the new cover just so that way I can have it. That's how you know a book is good, when I have multiple covers of the same book. So I will be purchasing the new cover. This is the original. This is actually the one that I wanted the most anyways. If you have not read it, where are you? What rock have you been under? And go ahead and dig yourself out of that rock or out of the dirt and pick this up because it's so good. 5-star series. Absolutely loved it. The next absolute favorite book is a brand new book to this stack, Lights Out. This is a stalker rom-com. This is Chef's Kiss. The audio of this just puts it over the top. I highly recommend listening to the audiobook. Josh, hence the stalker, I love him. He is the sweetest stalker you could ever have. I mean, what stalker would break into someone's house, realize it was way too easy to break into, and after breaking into it, when he goes back home, he goes and buys the shebang home security system for the person he broke in for because it was too easy to break in. Who does that? He also watches her at work she's a nurse, from the hospital cameras, realizes she's having a really bad day, shows up at her work in her car in a mask because he knows she's had a bad day and he wants to drive her home just to be nice. Who does that? It's so good. I absolutely love his relationship with the cat, an actual cat, not a different kind of cat, but an actual physical cat. His relationship with the cat is chef's kiss. Amazing. Absolutely love it. So good. This is another one I pre-ordered, the next book in the series. It's not following Josh, it's following another side character that you meet in this book, but I'm hoping it's just as good as this one. But I have pre-ordered it, the second book, and I also pre-ordered the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition of this book because it's got another scene in it, and it's got sprayed edges, and it's got a beautiful cover. I've already bought a second cover for this book as well. That's how good it is. If you have not read it, you should read it. If you are scared of dark romance, this is where you should start. This is it. This is perfect. So the next little books that I'm holding up is not a complete series yet. I honestly have no idea how many books are going to be in the series, but these two books are the part of the series that I like the best. And that is Finding 13 and Keeping 13. This is another book that I have. I think I actually have 1.5 covers for. I have Finding 13, another edition, and then Keeping 13, I have 2 editions because I have the original cover of Keeping 13. I didn't get it in this one, but I have the original cover of Keeping 13 plus the alternate cover that I got for both of these books. So I love these. These are my favorites. So far, I have read Binding and Keeping. I have read Saving and Redeeming 6. I have not read Taming 7 because I'm waiting for the second book that's going to be tied to Taming 7 because that is the first book of Gibbs's relationship, and I'm waiting for the second book to come out because I don't want to start one until I have the other one. But this one is 5 stars. Saving Redeeming 6 is not 5 stars. It's like a 4.75. But this one destroyed me. I was so upset. Specifically, this book destroyed me. I was so sad and so emotional in this book. It is so good. I do want to do a reread because it's been so long since I've read these, and I just want to be back in that world. I want to be with Shannon and Johnny and Joey and Gibbsy, and I want to be in that world again. So good. I read this so fast. Highly, highly, highly recommend the Boys of Tommen series, specifically Binding and Keeping 13. Make sure you have tissues handy. That's all I'm going to say. Then the next book is Say You Swear. This is by Megan Brandy. I read this at the very beginning of the year. This destroyed me. I went into this blind. I did not know what I was getting into. And when something happened, I don't know, I couldn't contain myself. I felt sadness, anger, sympathy. I felt so many emotions when this one part happened. And I was ugly crying. I was so uncontrolled sobbing. It was so sad. This was amazing. People say this is like Wattpad-y. I never read Wattpad, and honestly, I don't care. I'm here when I read. I'm here for the vibes. I don't care about the best writing style. I don't care about the flow of the words. Don't care. I'm here for the vibes. I'm here for the characters. I'm here to have a good time. And I did. 5 star. Definitely read. I did also have Promise Me Not, which is book 2 of this series. It's an interconnected standalone. was not 5 stars, and it was only because the FMC pissed me off a little bit. But this one, loved it so much. So good. The next books I have are not from a series per se. They are interconnected series. This is the Rose Hill Ranch series. And this is by Elsie Silver. This is her new little single dad romance. This is book 1 is Wild Love and book 2 is Wild Eyes. Book 1 follows Rosie and Ford. Rosie is Ford's best friend's little sister, and it's also his employee. She gets hired to be like the secretary, assistant, whatever you want to call her, to his like recording studio that he owns because he's a billionaire. He's also a single dad to a daughter that he knew nothing about. So good. This one is about Rosie's brother Wes, and he meets Skylar, who is a super popular like pop star who is running away from her life, essentially. She comes to Rose Hill Ranch to work with Ford at his recording studio to make her new album. And she is just a sheltered little pop princess. And Wes is a single dad who lives in the country and just he knows about the world, and she is very sheltered. Very good. Love it. The next book comes out very soon, and I plan on getting that one as well. But this whole series is going to be single dad, and I absolutely love Elsie Silver. She writes such good romances. Highly recommend. Very good. Every Elsie Silver book that I have read has rated very high. You definitely should check out any of her books in her series. For my last book, that is a 5-star series. And I started this series at the very beginning of January. One of my goals for 2024 was to start and get through the series up to the point that it's currently at. And I devoured the series. So I'm only going to show one book because I don't feel like holding them all. That's going to be ACOTAR. So this is a 5-star series. However, not all the books are 5 stars. So ACOTAR, not 5 stars. I think I ended up rating that like 4 stars. Court of Mist and Fury, ACOMAF, 5 stars. I tabbed it. I loved it. I might have even written in this. I don't remember if I did or not. I did not, but I tabbed it and I devoured it. So good. So ACOMAF, 5 star. ACOWAR, A Court of War and Ruin. I rated that 5 star. But honestly, except for the ending of that book, it wasn't as, looking back on it, I think less of that book than I do ACOMAF and Silver Flame. So ACOWAR, I rated it 5 stars, but I don't really think it is 5 stars. It's very political and it has a lot of action at the end. I mean, there's stuff that happens throughout the book. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of stuff that happens in the book, but it's much more of the political side of the world, and I don't usually like that as much. So I rated it 5 star, but in reality, I think it probably is like a 4.5, 4.75, but I don't think it's 5 stars anymore. Silver Flame, 5 stars. Loved that. So good. I love Cassian. And then A Court of Star and Frostlight, is that what it's called? Frost and Starlight. A Court of Frost and Starlight is a novella that was not needed. I did not like that book. I did not rate it. It's literally like 110 or so pages. I think what happened in that book could have been summarized in 2 chapters, maybe 3, of Silver Flame. Did not need Frost and Starlight. I did not like that book. ACOMAF, 5 star. This is Rhysand and Feyre's book. Silver Flame is Cassian and Nesta's book. Nesta, whatever. It's late. Loved those books. Like I said earlier, I'm here for the vibes. I'm here for the characters. And books that focus on a relationship of those 2 characters or whatever 2 characters the story is about, I like those. I'm really, 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 really hoping the next book that comes out is Asriel's book. And if it's not, I just hope it's not another Frost and Starlight. Please let it not be another Frost and Starlight. I need another book that I can just like dive into and have it become my entire personality for however long it's stuck in my brain after I read it. So ACOTAR, 5-star series. Not all the books are 5 stars. This one, ACOMAF, Silver Flame, 5-star. Everything else, good, and we pretend like Frost and Starlight never existed. So that is all of my 5-star or my favorite reads of 2024 so far. I still have like 18 days left, and I'm reading some really good books. So I could have some new additions to my favorite books of 2024 very soon, but this is what we have now. So with that, thank you so much for watching. If you have not subscribed, please make sure you do so. I would greatly appreciate it. And I'm sorry if the light is really, really bad. It is literally 10 o'clock at night and I don't have any natural light, obviously. And so it's not the best. So hopefully this doesn't look horrible. And I appreciate everyone who stuck through to this point. And with that, if you stuck to this point in the video, draw me a comment down below of like a sun, because I usually try to record during the day when I have natural light coming in, but I had to deal with an actual clip light onto my camera and it's not my favorite. So I'm going to let you go. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you in my next video. Bye.